These days are far and few between. And when you can get them, you better hold on to them and maximize a testing day. And that means have a plan from the beginning to the end on what you're going to do during those 8 hours you're on track.
Yeah, with our testing policy basically being there's no, the policy is there's no testing, to be able to come out here to Texas and be able to test on the tire that you're more than likely going to race on, and have all those things to be able to get the information from Goodyear about what's different about the tire, and come out here to the racetrack, racetrack that you're obviously going to race on twice a year, and be able to kind of, bring your car around and set it up and tweak on it a little bit.
It seems like you drop your brain at New Year's and then you start all over again as a race car driver. And
our team is in favor of this rule, definitely. Last year we ran decent. We needed to run better, but we never once went to Kentucky or Nashville, Milwaukee, things like that. And I know probably almost all the other teams did, and to put us kind of all on that same level playing field, I don't want to say it's an advantage for us, but it doesn't. We're not at a disadvantage like we were a year ago.
The policy that Goodyear has always followed is use one car from each manufacturer, and so there's one Dodge here today, there's one Chevy, Ford, and one Toyota. And so it's good to have other cars to benchmark yourself against. And we're very happy to have this weather today. It emulates what we see here in April. And so great lap times that we've been running this morning. Goodyear's brought a great compound for us.
You can't come here and just test everything you want to test. You're just here testing. You get to try some different things on your car to get a good baseline, but you're here to test for Goodyear. That's what you're here to do. So it's a huge advantage to come here and be able to do that, but still it's pretty structured and it's pretty regimented, and Goodyear has a certain amount of things they want to get done, and you're here, your job is to test for Goodyear.
I had the pleasure of sitting next to Richard Petty during a Champions Luncheon, and he was just battered with questions on how this drought compares to what happened in the early 70s or the late 60s with the manufacturers actually pulling out of NASCAR. And it was great to listen to him and to understand that the sport made it through that time, and it will again continue to pull through what we see as this slump. Who knows, if competition begins to struggle and NASCAR has to adjust due to the complaints of the fans or the media and the drivers, then we might see testing get put back on the schedule.